Playoff fever has immersed South Florida as we are at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good AFC matchup in store between the Baltimore Ravens and the Miami Dolphins. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC Wild Card game. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They go play action with Jackson. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Good running right there, and this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Jackson going to keep it running right. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
No, we changed it.
Here's Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 38-yard line. Hands it off out of the gun. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. A nice run right there, and we talk this time of year about certain teams, certain players who don't have a lot of postseason history to speak of. And here's a man right here in his rookie season in the NFL, and he's being asked to carry the load at running back for this offense.
And he has acquitted himself nicely here in his rookie year. And look, I think we both believe that the burden's a little lighter on backs and receivers than it is on quarterbacks in the playoffs. But that's not to say that this is going to be easy. As fast as the NFL game is in the regular season, it's like warp speed when you turn the pressure up in the postseason. So let's see how he handles things early.
Second and 5 now. Jackson going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 12-yard line. Jackson. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? We're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
To throw on third down. Lofton. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Credit that sack to Travis Jones. Blake Gillikin on the punt now on fourth down. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is taken at about the 14. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
No, we changed it.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, hey, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. So they took their shot. It was a pretty good heave, but in the end, the free safety is the one who comes away with the football.
And 2 of the traits that you look for in a good free safety, range and decision-making. Both on display right there, and it didn't hurt that he's got a good pair of hands, too.
Hey, check that.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. So a nice run there. And I have to think a strong running game in the playoffs, maybe even more critical than the regular season. And if you go by the numbers, the man they have running it here, he was the best in the NFL.
And since he led the league in rushing yards, I think it means he's going to see the ball a lot in this game, too, because that's what they're built like. That's what they're built around. So I think the offensive line, the tight end, the wide receivers, everyone is coming together, wanting him to get the ball and get it often, and they want to carve some holes out there for him.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Lofton. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Right there.
On 2nd down, they'll try and run the counter. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down.
Hey, check that.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Here's a give up the middle. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Check, Mash. Check, Mash. Check.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. 45 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Hey, smash Bronco!
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from evening this one up. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown. So 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Play action. Now Jackson. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
That one good for 13 and a Dolphin 1st down.
Go!
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. The 4-3 defense there did its job, funneled things right to the middle linebacker.
If they do a nice job of playing team defense, everyone takes care of their responsibilities. That allows that guy in the middle to do his job, which is search and destroy.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
In their mind, certainly a field goal try would be a letdown. They had the great starting field position, now facing 3rd down. Forced out to his left. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not much doing there, maybe a yard up to the 23. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's going to have a 1st down on a gain of about 10. And that'll take us to the 2-minute warning. 10 yards there. Good enough for a Raven 1st down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 45 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On 2nd and 9, Jackson. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Channing Tindall. And the Dolphins are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. Off play action. Lofton. Buying time to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
65 catch, 65 catch.
Looking to throw. Lofton. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. He's going to try and take off with it. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And this one is right through, and the Dolphins have taken the lead. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good... drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, it may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
Boys going at it, raised fist, medium skin tone.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
No check, no check. 18 Cardinals, 18 Cardinals. After 60, after 60.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
right there, hurt.
Now a handoff looking right. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. An even 100 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the wild card round.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Come on.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Off the play fake. Lofton eluding the pressure right. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion force there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defensive coordinators, they're a step ahead of their offensive counterparts.
This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 30. A 3rd down conversion with a strong gain of 14. On 1st down, they'll run it on the draw play. And he's got room. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. Call it a gain of 14 for the 2nd play in a row.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And the Dolphins are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Back to throw. Lofton, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
They'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Throwing on 2nd down. Jackson, he's going to loft one deep left side here. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And not a whole lot there. Maybe a yard to the 27.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
On the move past the 40, down the right sideline. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here. Now Jackson on second down. Flush to his right. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
Now Jackson. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
You have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so. They end up losing the down as well.
Tucker's kick is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
7 Pirates!
Looking to throw. Lofton. And that is incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Back to throw. Lofton. Quick hitter to Jalen Waddle. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. So great throw right there. And what a regular season this rookie had. Piloting this offense, guiding them to a division title. And they get the home date here in round 1 of the playoffs. But, Charles, how do you think they'll play it here? Will they run the same kind of wide-open offense they've run all season, or do you think that they'll try and take some pressure off of the young fella?
Oh, I think they're going high, wide, and handsome in this one. I think it's all out just as they...
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jalen Armour Davis. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
The lessons will continue of this rookie. He's got to learn how to read situations just a little bit better. That far behind the line, he's got to find a way to get rid of the football and not take the sack, whether it's with his legs or just throwing it away.
To throw on 2nd down. Lofton. Zach Ertz has it complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Off play action. Lofton. Ertz has it left side. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 32-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
117 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Second and 2.
Hey, smash Bronco!
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. 4 yards the pickup, first down. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. On 1st and 10, Lofton got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And they're going to get him down shy of the first at about the 13-yard line. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This for the lead in the final stages. And his kick is good. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the fourth, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop it.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
13. Yeah.
One last shot for Jackson. This for all the marbles. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Tariq Woolen picks it, and the Dolphins are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. The Dolphins advancing in these playoffs as we say so long, everybody.